How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star coming at you another Dokkan Battle video, and today we have another type of top 10 tier list, whatever you want to call it. We're doing the categories in Dokkan. So I'm not doing like leaders in Dokkan, like the leaders of the categories or anything like that. The way I want to do this is I want to look at like the size of the category, the strength of it, how the leader works on the team, because you do have two of them, how good the leaders are, the strength at the top, but also like the mid units that make categories like even better than they are, because you could have the six best units in the game, but it's still going to be the best category because you have so many link issues and you don't have support units and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to go over. But yeah, this one was very hard to make. Like, I think 1 through probably 6 or 7 are pretty good, but like the bottom 3, and then like I had like a top set. As you guys can see down here, we have a lot of units. I have a top 17 basically that I dwindled down to the top 10. So to get right into it, number 10. We have the full power team. So the full power team, this probably one of my favorite leaders in the game. We have Dragon Ball Super Physical Broly, who leads this and the Movie Bosses team. So that makes like him one of the best leaders in the game, because those two categories put together is definitely one of the strongest I'd say teams in the game. If he was a support unit, it would be like insane. Like if he gave even like 20%, it would be even more crazy. But we're talking about cards like LR Super Saiyan Gohan, Kalen Khalifa, Tech Broly, Int Cell, the Go Bros, Goku and Frieza. But then besides like obviously each category nowadays has like a very strong list of LRs, especially because of how strong LRs are nowadays. Being able to go through all of those, but then also being able to have strong Dokkan Fest exclusive and banner TURs is also, I think, what makes categories even stronger. So like this category has Transforming Goku, we have Evolution Blue Vegeta, we have Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Tech Golden Frieza, Transforming Frieza, In-Kid Goku with his active skill, the card with the hardest hitting attack in the entire game, Kaioken Blue Goku. Then we have Omega Shenron, who is a support unit for 2 key and 40% attack for this category, which I think is absolutely insane what they decided to do for him. Like, look at the units that he's giving 40% attack to. These guys aren't any slouches. We also have Transforming Vegeta, Kefla, who will probably get either a Dokkan Fest exclusive or an LR one day. She might be the best card in the game because Kalen Khalifa were the best card in the game for a long time. She might end up being, because they'll probably give her the additional attacks, the dodges, creating orbs, and all that kind of stuff. But this is just a very, very strong category for where it especially for when it came out, and it's just going to continue to get better, I believe. So that's who we have at number. Then at number 9, we have the other part of Broly's leader skill. We have Movie Bosses with him and Turles. I was gonna have just these two, but like Broly is the main leader for these teams, so I just wanted to have him on there as well. So that's full power. Then we'll go on to Movie Bosses. So Movie Bosses, they have my second favorite card in the game, Tech Broly. But they also just got this new Broly right here as well. This guy's really, really good, you guys. Especially because this is his main team. Like, this is the one team that you really want to run him on. He only has Movie Bosses and Join Forces. So this is going to be his main team. So being able to run him, this guy, you already have you have the 3 LR Brolys here. But then the thing is, it's again the roster of TURs. Like, you have a lot of top tier guys here. Like, you have like especially for support with all these hard hitting units, you have Turles and you have Int Metal Cooler who got his easy on global recently. Those two, you can run them around and they're insane. But then you also have Cooler, you can run a rotation of him and then like the new Broly if you and like this Broly or this Broly if you want to, and he gives him extra ki, he gives him attack and defense, and they're some of like the hardest hitting LRs in the entire game. But then you also have cards like in Janemba, you have Tech Golden Frieza again, you have all the Beeruses here, and you also have Beerus up here, so you can run that rotation, especially with this guy, which I think is like the best version, because this guy can be defensive. He can hit like a truck if he gets his passive active, and he also gives 2 ki and 30% to this guy. And that's this guy's biggest issue is his ki issues. So if you put this guy in the first slot, and with this guy, he's giving him 4 ki, and then say you have Turles on rotation, that's an extra 3. Int Metal Cooler is another 3. Even if you have Broly floating, that's another 2. So this guy won't be struggling for ki as much because of this guy being on rotation. So if you want, you can run that rotation, and it is very strong. The same thing with Bojack and his T-War you can run together. I'm hoping that we get a Dokkan Fest exclusive or some type of banner SSR that's really good to be able to run with Bojack, because that's the only thing holding him back. You also have AGL Metal Cooler, the Fury Broly. This 13 is good. It's just that you really want to run him either on his own team or on an Android category team. That's the only thing that really holds him back. Cooler, this Easy A Broly. This is just a very, very strong overall team. So that's why I have it at number 9. So at number 10, and at number 8 here, we have the Time Travelers team. So I wanted to put this team higher up on the list, but the only issue with it is that Goku Black is the leader. So before he transforms, he's very underwhelming. He gets 40% at the start of each turn up to 120. He stacks he raises defense on his super attack. He's just overwhelming at the beginning before he transforms, but when he transforms he's a beast. But then like look at this roster of LRs. So you have 2 of the top 3 units in the game in my opinion. So there's Vegito and Gogeta, who are basically right next to each other, and then there's this boy right here, this big dude right here. This guy is insane. He busts out attack stats that are like nothing this game has really seen. Like I was watching DeTruth's video yesterday. This dude rainbowed first turn, no support, with only Fierce Battle active, whipped out a 5 million attack stat. And a 5 million attack stat with 86,000 defense before super attacking, which means he's probably at around like 140,000 defense after super attacking. So as long as you're not running him in the first slot, you're fine. But the thing is, like, you can run him in the second slot, and then the transformed version of him in the first slot after, like, in long events after he transformed, letting him build up his defense. That rotation's insane. The amount of ki that they get from each other. But then the thing is, you could also run this guy if you wanted to, alongside them. And then their roster of just regular TURs, this guy's going to be getting his Easy A if you don't pull the LR. This guy could do some crazy things. Mai is a great support unit. What else we have here? We have Easy A Goku Black, who really you don't want to run because you have the other Dokkan Fest exclusive Goku Black as the leader of the team. But then this guy's about to get his Easy A on Global in, I believe, like a week from now. So that's insane. This guy can be great support. What else do we have here? We have Tech Cell, Merge Zamasu. We have Tech Vegito Blue, transforming Trunks. These 2 support unit Easy A's, which are crazy good for this team. This is just a very, I think, well-rounded team, and the only thing that holds it back is the leader of the team. So that's why I have the Time Travelers team at number 8. Number 7, this is where, like, from I feel like 7 to probably like 4, you could probably mix around these, but I think these are probably where you want to have them. Number 7, we have the Goku family team. So, the Goku family team, obviously we have 2 leaders for it that are Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs, which makes the team very strong anyway. But then, like, the roster of LRs is also insane. This guy's a top 10 LR, this guy's a top 10 LR, top 5, probably, yeah, I'd say top 5. This guy's solid, like, very good in short events, 50% chance to dodge and 50% chance to crit. We have B-Pan, being able to get people some crazy attack stats. But then look at this, like, the size of this roster of TURs that you can use on this team. Being able to run the Angel Super Saiyan 2 Gokus, him and the Intelligence one, whichever one you want to run. You have the Exchange Goku and Gohan, Transforming Goku. Whenever we get, we have all the Ultimate Gohans. Really, you don't want to run them right now, but I feel like we could be getting, maybe... I feel like it could be for like the 350 million download celebration. We could get an LR Ultimate Gohan and an Kid Buu. I feel like that's very like reasonable, and that could definitely happen. And then you have Future Gohan, who's insane. And the thing is, this category is just going to continuously get buffed because like they're always going to be releasing new Gokus, new Gohans. Like, this is just a very, very, very strong category. And it has 2 of the best units in the game as the leaders. So, I think it's just it's a large category, and it's a very strong category from top to bottom, really. Like, there's not many really bad units that you want to, like, that you have to run on this team. So then at number 6, we have the Future Team. So, the Future Team, I just want to say this now, is basically just a worse version of the Time Travelers team, but the reason that I have it over it is because of the leader of the team. Well, really, both leaders. This guy is just simply better than Int Goku Black. Just straight out. Like, it's no question, he is better. Stacking attack and defense, having prepared for battle and Super Saiyan the way that he does. He doesn't have to wait 6 turns to transform. He gets his active skill turn 5 earliest. But then again, you have 2 of the top 3 units in the game. You have one of the best free-to-play LRs, probably the best free-to-play LRs in the game. The 2 best of the OG 5 LRs. And then all of these guys are on the time... Most of these guys are on the Time Travelers category besides Future Gohan. And Future Gohan is a very big buff for this team. So I just think this team, mainly because of Trunks himself, is better than the Time Traveler category. Because he is better than Ink Goku Black. So that's... for the same reasons that this team is here, but this guy's better, so they're higher up. I think it's pretty simple to understand. Then, at number 5, we have the Pure Saiyans team. So, obviously, Transforming Vegeta, like, he's not as good as Trunks, he's not as good as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but his team is better. Like, look at this roster of LRs down here, and look at, like, the free-to-play units that you can use if you don't have these guys. Like, that's another reason why I think size of category and like how strong these categories are is a big deal, because some people, you're not gonna have these guys. Like, I only pulled this guy like a couple months ago. Then we have the new God Goku that just came to global, but then all of these free-to-play units that you can use as leaders for yourself if you don't have the leader of the team. So many LRs to be able to run. They're gonna keep throwing out LRs for Goku and Vegeta. We know what's happening. There's always going to be new Goku and Vegeta cards, and those are always going to be coming to this category. So it's just going to keep getting better. You have all the Brolys, and you know Dokkan loves their Brolys. He's the first character with 3 LRs. And like, he's not even like, he just became canon, and he's not even in like the main series itself, and he has 3 LRs. Um, and basically the same forms as well, in Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, all that kind of stuff. But then you also have Turles that you can run on the team. You have Evolution Blue Vegeta. A bunch of guys that could be getting easy A's, like these two right here. This guy I expect to get an easy A. This god Goku is amazing. You can run the rotation of him and one of the Super Saiyan 4s if you don't have the other one. You have the transforming Goku and Vegeta. The new, what is it called? The two new free-to-play units of the Kid Vegeta and Raditz, and Kid Broly and Ba. Just like, this team is amazing. You have this 40% support unit that you can use. You have Kaioken Blue Goku. There's just so many different ways to build this team. You can run it over in a flash. You can run it prepared for battle. You can run it shocking speed if you want to. You can run it tanky. You can run it just absurdly powerful. Any version of this team you want to make, you can make it. And that's why I have it at number 5. Mainly for the versatility of the team itself. So then number 4, I think the top 3 are pretty solid. Like, I don't think you're really going to want to move them anywhere. Like, I could see your opinion being how big Pure Saiyans is and all that kind of stuff, moving them up. I understand that, but I think top 3 is pretty solid. And for number 4, I have Realm of Gods. So, Realm of Gods, you have the 3 top units in the game. You have Blue Vegeta, Blue Gogeta, and Rose Goku Black. You also have Rose and Zamasu. Like, you could, like, think of the rotation. You can run these guys a rotation and these two as a rotation. I think these guys give each other 3 key in links, and then like you can run Zamasu and Goasu as a floater. You can run God Topo as a floater. Where are the you can run the West Kai. Where is she? You can run the Supremo Pie of Time, who's right here, who's amazing. This Vegeta and this Goku are global onlys, basically, who are probably the best Blue Goku and Blue Vegetas in the game. You have Tech Vegito Blue, Jiren. Whenever we get a full power Jiren and a full power MUI Goku, they're going to be on here. The only issue that I have with this team at all, because I think there's 2 issues that I have with it. It's that the roster isn't massive. Like, I think there's enough here for most people to be able to run a team, and especially because you're gonna want to summon on banners that have these units. Like, you want to summon on banners that have the 2 new LRs, the Goku Black, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Blue Gogeta. Like, you're gonna be wanting to summon on those banners, so I think it's not gonna be bad because of how small this category can be. But the thing is that the best leader for the team doesn't link up the strongest with the hero characters, but this one does. So you can run 2 different versions of the team if you want to. You can run the extreme version of the team with Zamasu, these these 3 juggernauts, and then you can run Merge Zamasu, you can run Physical Goku Black, you can run Rose if you don't have the LR. You can run these you can't run those Zamasus, but like if you want to run the LRs who have over in a flash straight out of the gate, you can run this guy who links up fine with them. Like, he works very, very well with them. So I think because of, like, you can run, like, that's one of the few teams in the game that I think you want to, like, you have the choice to run either of the leaders of the team. Like, Cooler's team, you don't want to run what is his name, Super Boo. The Broly team, you don't really want to run Turles or Super Saiyan 4 Goku as the leader, because you want to be running him. This guy, besides Vegito Blue's Easy A, you don't really want to run Trunks and Mai. Like, you have versatility being able to run hero villain versions of the team, or a mix. Like, you have that versatility if you want it, which I think is a very, very strong 4 category. Then we have at number 3, speaking of them, we do have STR Cooler's Transformation Boost team. So, This team is just stupid. I'm just gonna say it. It's just stupid. There are very few Dokkan Fest exclusives that have released in the past year that aren't on this category. Like, the only ones that aren't are like Turles. I know there's like one or two more. Yeah, like the main ones are like Turles and Tech Majin Vegeta. That's basically it. Like, you have Broly, Gohan, both new fusions. You have Cooler, who himself is the best TUR in the game, as the leader of the team, so you can run him as a floater and run the rotation of these two, and whoever else you want. You can run Broly and somebody else. You can run two Frieza units together. You could run Gohan and Cell if you want, because they both have prepared for battle. Gohan and Broly, not Cell. You can run these two together, which I love to do. This rotation is so much fun to me. But then you also, like, you have Blue Gogeta, Transforming Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta. You have 13, who is solid enough. You have Zamasu, Transforming Frieza, Easy A Golden Frieza, Easy A Tech Cell, Transforming Trunks, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, what's his name? Future Gohan, Buhan's Easy A, you have Physical Kid Buu down here, you have STR Cooler himself, Transforming Goku, Transforming Vegeta, you have this guy who's solid enough if you want to run him. Like, there's just so many powerful options on this team. And whatever, like, if you have, like, if it was still this guy, they would be lower down the list. But this guy just puts this team through the roof. Having 30% attack and defense, like giving 2 key and 30% attack and defense to this category when you're facing one enemy is broken beyond belief. Most of the game you're fighting one enemy, and this guy just breaks it. Like, he just breaks that open. But, like, support for these two guys. Like, if say you have these two guys as a rotation with this guy on it, this guy hits hard enough as it is, and then he's giving 30% attack and defense to these guys. He's just insane. He truly is, like, the unquestioned best TUR in the game. And I don't want to hear anybody saying anything different. So he is at number 3. He and his category at number 3. Number 2, we have the Kamehameha team. So, the Kamehameha team is, it was okay. Like, it was solid enough. It got, like, the job done. It wasn't, like, anything, like, super spectacular. But now on this team, you have the 3 new LRs, besides the Broly, obviously. But you have every Dokkan Fest exclusive LR in the game besides Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You have the 2 OG fusions. You have the 2 new fusions. You have Gohan and Cell from the 350 million download celebration. The 300 million download celebration. And you have Gohan and Goten. Like, this is the only team in the game that has all of them on it. And you know there's always going to be more Kamehameha units coming out, because that is the most iconic thing in the entire show, is the Kamehameha. You can say the Super Saiyan transformation or anything like that, but it's the Kamehameha. And there's always going to be more coming out with that as well. Then you have, like, the Transforming Goku, you have Vegeta Blue, you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who's obviously going to be getting, like, an LR one day. You have Kid Goku, the Roses, Buhan, Boo, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. Like, it's stacked. And, like, you can run, you can run these two as a rotation, and his own team is one of the few teams that you can get Gohan to transform, because you can run Cell on the team. It's just, like, this team is busted. It's just so strong. Having all of those units on here is just stupid, my dude. Just stupid. It's just so strong. It truly is. It's just so strong. So then, I think you guys know who are at the top of every list of whatever is happening. Basically, it's these two, the last resort team. So the reason, so I think you guys can see why just from this screen here. But the reason that I think this is the best team in the game is because 2 of the top 3 units in the entire game are both leaders for this team, and you only have to pull one of them to be able to run it, and then you get to run both of them. If you like, say you're a free-to-play player and you only pull Gogeta, you can run him as the leader of the team and then run a Vegito friend, and you get to run both of them. No matter what, you can run both of these units if you have one of them. And then their LRs are a little bit lacking compared to the Kamehameha category, but it's still so strong. And its roster of units it's not the biggest, but it's so strong, and these units will be getting buffs. Like, we will be getting a new Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We will be getting a new Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, or Gotenks that turn Super Saiyan 3 at some point. We have Merge Zamasu, who will get an LR one day. You have Turles here. You have Cooler. So another reason why the other category is so good, being able to run the 2 LRs with this guy, you can now run again the 2 categories and this guy. With the 2 LRs and this guy. You can run like, the one thing that I think is so fun is being able to run LR Gogeta and LR Vegito as a rotation, and then LR Gogeta and LR Vegito as a rotation. And then you can have Turles floating, you can have Cooler floating, giving support. Like, this is just such a strong category. It's going to be I feel like it's constantly going to be getting buffs, because every Spirit Bomb character is on here, every Kaioken unit is on here, every fusion category, every fusion is on here, including Poltara and the actual fusions. This is just going to be constantly getting buffs, and it's not like show me like really a bad unit that's on here. There aren't any. Even the free-to-play units are strong. Like, this is a very strong category from top to bottom. You could put Kamehameha at number 1. The reason, like a big reason that I have them here is that they have Cooler on the team, who is broken. They have Turles on the team, who's very strong. And then you also have both fusions, and the fusions are the leaders. And then basically no matter what, you can run both of them. So this is my team. I can understand any of these guys moving around in the top 3. I can understand 4 to 7 basically moving around. And then from probably like 8 down to maybe 13 or 14, I could understand moving around. Like, fighting for these bottom spots, there was Poltara, who I didn't want to put on because of, like, it's very top heavy. But there's no other like choices. Like, if you don't have the units, you just can't run it. And then Vegeta's family was okay. I definitely didn't want to run Fusion because it's all power and there's no real defense on that team. Like, this is the best defensive unit on the team. Then I was thinking about Movie Heroes. Movie Heroes and Super Saiyan were very close. Target Goku is very strong, but I think the leader is what holds it back. And then Join Forces I wanted to have on because of the power of the LRs, but all it is LRs, and the ability for a lot of players to have the LRs to run that, because you also need a unfeatured LR to be able to run that team anyway, or your leader is going to be Yamcha. Yeah, I think that's exactly what you want to do here. I think this is my team right here. Let me know what you guys think about my list in the comments down below. If you guys want to show me your list, make sure to put that there as well. If you want to try out this tier list for yourself, go right ahead. But yeah, make sure to check out all the affiliate links in the description. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and till next time, you guys.